Nothing happened while you were gone.
Underneath the shadow.
Oh, you bring it in?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome into Championship Sunday here at the 2024 Cranbrook Tennis Classic. If you are ready to bring our players on board and get our tennis started, I need to hear you make some noise. Emphasize enough how much we appreciate the packed house here today. We promise that tennis will make it worth your while. In fact, this is just the third time in ATP Challenger history that we have had two American teenagers compete in the final. It is a special moment. If you're wondering how does success here translate to success at the next level, well, all you have to do is look back at last year's draw. A man by the name of Giovanni Pesci-Pericard. He lost second round in this event last year. He's currently in the fourth round of Wimbledon competing there this season. So just keep in mind, success here can lead to success in other places. And again, we have an American teenage sensation battle for you. With that in mind, let's bring them out on court first. Let's start with the 19-year-old who will end this week as the 10th highest ranked teenager in the world, Bloomfield Hills. Let's get it up for Nishesh Basavareddy. Nishesh's opponent today, not too shabby of a resume himself. He enters today on a 19-match win streak, the 9th highest ranked teenager in the world. Bloomfield Hills, let's hear it for Learner Tien.
Ball.
All right, Bloomfield Hills, let's get a little bit smarter about today's final. First, let's get a warm round of applause for our chair umpire today. Let's hear it for Nicolas Stellabote.
Brad, thank you for the radio.
Now let's learn a little bit more about our players competing in today's final. To the left of the chair, we have the 19-year-old Nishesh Basavareddy. Nishesh entered the week at a career high of 366, but will leave the week no lower than 302 in the rankings. The 10th highest ranked teenager in the world is playing in his second ATP Challenger final of his career, 12-3 overall in pro events on the season, but with 16-2 as well during an All-American sophomore campaign at Stanford. One more time, Bloomfield Hills. Let's give it up for Nishesh Basavareddy.
3 minutes, gentlemen. 3 minutes.
In Bloomfield Hills, to the right of the chair today, we have the 18-year-old Learner Tien. He entered the week ranked number 342 in the world and is already up to a new career high of 298 with his success this week. The 9th highest ranked teenager in the world is 23-3 overall in 2024. But here are some crazy fun facts for you. Not only does he enter the day Royce.
And a pleasant good afternoon and welcome in. It's time for the final, the Cranbrook Tennis Classic. The American teenagers, Nishesh Basavareddy and Learner Tien, taking the court here. First trophy on the line for both of 19-match winning streak for him. Three 15K titles, 4 wins to get to this final here. Basavareddy in his second career Challenger final. It's going to be Tien to serve near side. We're ready for play in Bloomfield Hills. Decent start, huh? Let's talk about Learner first. Learner is 18 years of age.
Love 50.
342 officially for Learner Tien. That will be a career high, of course, but a new career high comes after Wimbledon, 298 live. Win today gets to about 267. Yikes. Shesh with another potentially hot start here today. Learner with his wins this week. Every single one in 3 sets. Trotter, Boo, Sekulic, and then yesterday Ryan Segerman, the victim, 6-4 in the third. Absolutely such a pure ball striker. Coached by Eric Diaz, Jay Levitt out in Cali. These two, obviously a lot on the line just in this particular match where they are at rankings-wise, but on top of it, that U.S. Open wild card that lingers for the young Americans. Pretty certain.
1540.
As certain as you can get, not knowing what the USTA brass are going to do. I'm pretty certain you'll see both of these guys in the main in New York. 2 break chances for Basavareddy in the opener.
There it is, Julie. Well done.
Listen, that short backhand from Tien, that was kind of the one where you think, all right, how offensive does he want to be here today? And yeah, this is such an interesting dynamic. These two have been warming each other up through the week, including this morning. We're out there at 11 o'clock, the two of them hitting. Watched some of that Shelton Sinner match together today. The point being, as Basavareddy grabs an early break for 1-love lead, these two know each other quite well, right? As you see, Dad, they're keeping an eye on him. These two know each other incredibly well. They are certainly a lot of respect between the two of them, know what they're going to get from each other. And Yeah, that always makes it for an interesting dynamic. You would say that Nishesh does have just a little bit more of the experience factor, having reached that final last year in Fairfield and kind of had run out of steam at that point. Lost to Zach Svida 4-1 after a week where he beat Mickelson, he beat Steve Johnson, beat Adam Walton, now a top 100 guy as well. This feels a little bit different, and obviously Nishesh getting 2 retirements over the last couple of days over Tomic and then Kozlov yesterday. Also has come through and did play doubles final, so that kind of balances that aspect out. In fact, he did play until about 7:30-ish, 8-ish last night in the doubles final. Lost to Segerman Terhac. Basavareddy, 1 love. Nishesh is 19 out of Indiana, 366 officially. Live has him at 302, 4 spots behind his opponent. Gets to 270 with a win today. First final of the year, has 2 semifinals. Back-to-back, technically semifinals, separated by about a month. Was in the Little Rock semis.
15-all.
Along with those 2 retirement wins, Basavareddy straight sets over Mark Pullman, 6-2 in the third over Antoine Bellier. That's the only set he has lost on the week. Expecting with that backhand, that short backhand in the opening game, that hard angle that Tien is able to generate there over the lowest part of the net. With the double fault, a little bit of an opportunity here at 15-30. But yeah, this is kind of the question I had coming into this. Who is going to be the a little bit more aggressive player of the two? And my thoughts did go to Basavareddy, just that 5 to 10% more, or he is looking for that opportunity to stick and move, go after a little bit more from the ground by that maybe 5 to 10% ratio.
$40-30. Youth. Julie.
so that's a great example of it, right? Just that ability to pull Tien side to side, and that is
Advantage, Basavareddy.
what Nishesh has done through this entire week. He's just been able to get people stretched early in a point and then find his finishes, draw some errors. Coach Brian Smith, still in Indiana, didn't make the trip up here today. Thought he might sneak in, hide in the corner. No dice. Filthy stuff from Basavareddy.
Basavareddy.
2-love.
Basavareddy leads 2 games to love.
Good job, Ellie.
Gorgeous day, massive crowd on hand here. Bloomfield Hills' second year for this event. They have put on a show both years. DeMuth family running the show, and yeah, you can tell by this turnout how much this community supports their tennis. So yeah, this is the quotient, right, that you want to see. How does Tien start to earn and generate a few
15 love.
points along the way, right? Where does he win the points? Where do the winners come from? How does he force the errors? Just caught the back of the line. So yeah, Learner certainly has the capability. I remember he had a wild card. Boy, I think he was 16 at the time and played, I'm pretty sure it was Savannah a few years back. Yeah, it was Savannah 2022. So yeah, a little over 2 years ago, just 16 and played Oliver Crawford 6-3, 6-1. He had got beat up a little bit in that match, and you could just see how well he struck the ball. Didn't have the size yet, still needed to grow a little bit, get some strength, and I certainly think that's going to be a continued point of emphasis for him. But you could see it then, and you see the capabilities off the ground from Learner Tien. He does get on the scoreboard, but some damage has already been done. Basavareddy, quick break lead. 2-1. You're watching live streaming on the USTA Pro Circuit.
Give it to me, Ellie. I'll help you. Wait. It's okay. Ciao, Ken. Time.
My name's Mike Cation, Mike C. Tennis on your various forms of social media. Temperatures right at 80 degrees. Very, very light breeze. Clouds in the sky, but no chance of rain, thankfully, after the last couple of days.
On the floor. Thank you.
Basavareddy, 2-1. Yeah, it's been this linear tennis from him early that has kind of set him apart a little bit, just going after quite a bit to get Tien stretched on contact 2 or 3. It's a great return. And to find a feed here from Learner Tien, and yeah, take a look at it. It's an interesting little serve and volley check there, but Basavareddy just not able to do much with it due to the fact that that return had such quality.
$30-15.
First of the day.
Let for service.
Of course, Nishesh is
40-15.
been coached by Brian Smith, who's also been Rajiv Ram's coach for so many years out of the Indianapolis area, and you definitely do see that serve and volley mentality, that transition game mentality in his development. And I think,
Basavareddy.
I've been friends with Brian for quite some time, but I always really look for coaches who want to incorporate that, especially early in a player's career. We talk about it so many times here of players who are 23 to 25 years of age and still haven't really developed that side of their games when it can be so incredibly crucial. Just in terms of imposing yourself, imposing your will within a match.
15 lob.
And yeah, his appearances at the net, he might be getting close to double figures already.
15-all.
In game number 5.
$30-15. $40-15. $40-30.
A bit of an odd matchup too for Tien in terms of the contrast from yesterday to today. The first set yesterday, his win over Segerman, was 20 minutes. Point length was probably under 3. Tour average is around 4. There was not a lot of point construction in that one. There will need to be a lot more of it here. 3-2 midway through the first.
Basavareddy leads 3-2. Ellie. Thank you, Ken. Time.
We are at the Cranbrook School in Bloomfield Hills, 25 minutes outside of city of Detroit. Cranbrook referenced in the Eminem biopic, 8 Mile. Decent tennis programs here in this particular area. Basavareddy 3-2. Yeah, that's just missed. Also, it's so important to mention how these tournaments really are crucial for Midwest tennis here in the States. Having grown up about 6 or 7 hours from us here in Bloomfield Hills, as that's going to be finished well. We had RCA championships with Nishesh. Definitely saw very young in his life the RCA championships in Indianapolis. We've got Cincinnati. We've got the WTA 125s in both Cleveland and Chicago, and also
30,
challengers
50.
in Chicagoland, Champaign, Illinois, Indianapolis, the Rajiv Ram Foundation event a couple years ago. I mean, it's so crucial to have these events here so young players can come see this level of tennis. Our MC Alex Gruskin mentioned, you know, a year ago, these players, or these fans rather, saw Pesci Perricard. Played in back-to-back events with us here. And now he's in 4th round at Wimbledon, right? You get the opportunity as a 10, 12-year-old to see somebody that good, that quality, up close and personal. It makes a big difference. And I don't think there's any doubt that Nishesh, having Rajiv from his area and getting to see professional tennis in the Indianapolis area over the years, it made a big difference for him. Yeah, couldn't get the quality of return there. Tried to take that early, the Tien, and really use the best return that we've seen through this week on these faster-ish courts here in Bloomfield Hills. That return into the body. Couldn't quite make the right contact.
Let for service. Give. Advantage, Basavareddy.
Caught enough of the line, right?
Game.
Back-to-back games with an ace. Has gone through 2 deuce holds, has Basavareddy. 4-2.
Basavareddy leads.
Last game with these
games to 2.
original balls. Yeah, I want to see Basavareddy in a moment like this, see if he can get just a little bit greedy. That serve percentage for Tien is going to be really interesting over the next couple of years, as well as he looks to find a little bit more joy with the first serve. A few more free points along the way. absolutely is going to be part of the, you know, I think there are going to be some bigger opportunities here for both of these guys in the next couple of months. A couple of wild cards into some 250s. Definitely will be opportunity. But Learner, of course, having gotten to see Alex Mikkelsen over the last couple of years,
40 love.
as they've trained together. And Alex has been very clear about the fact that his forehand and serve really had to get better over, you know, his stretch as he was making his way through the challengers up to that level. And sometimes you have to go with that work in progress within a full season, right?
40,
Alex
50.
certainly did that. And I think Learner, you know, he's cognizant of the fact that that serve is going to need to improve in terms of its effectiveness. What that is, you know, it's up to him and his coaches. Is it about trying to find an extra 10 miles per hour, or is it about finding that higher percentage and hitting your targets a little bit better? I tend to think with that lefty action, that might be the preferred route. But again, that's for them to decide and me to speculate on. Still one more game point here for Tien. So Tien overcomes that little shakiness there. And some bigger returns from Shesh, 4-3, into a ball change in Bloomfield Hills, Michigan.
Tennis fans, make sure you turn your attention to the monitors during the changeover. You may just catch yourself on the fan cam. If you do, a little shoulder shimmy will suffice. Obviously, we want to make sure you're having a good time. Our fan cam is going to be capturing you all throughout the course of the day. And again, it's starting to get steamy outside. You know what might make this tennis that much more enjoyable? Just head on over to the Rays Ice.
Thank you, Ken.
Grab yourself a scoop, thoroughly enjoy yourself, settle in. We got great tennis till the Commentator Championship Sunday.
Thank you, Ken. Time.
The next challenger for us here on the USTA Pro Circuit with commentary will be in Chicago in a couple of weeks. Will be good to be back at the XS Tennis Center on the south side of that city. Giordano's already calling my name. Basavareddy, new balls, 4-3. Oof. That's well handled. Listen, it has gotten to that time, right? That's 141.
50 love.
That sunlight on the north side of the court can be incredibly challenging.
Yep.
Yeah, this is really controlled, but a little bit more aggressive stuff out of Learner Tien, right? It definitely has been pushing this issue.
30-50.
Yeah, absolutely. On a full stretch, so composed from Learner Tien with plenty of margin as well.
30 all.
Yeah, I think Nishesh is not thrilled with that ability to just, it kind of floated on him. Wasn't able to be crisp with that volley. So tester here once again for Basavareddy at 30 all.
Let first service.
Tien felt that serve looked back, but I think it did catch the line.
Yes.
This is now the third deuce game for Basavareddy, and at this stage still has not faced a break chance despite that. Float, and yeah, this has been pretty clutch stuff here so far from Basavareddy. 3 deuce holds, 1 game away from this first set at 5-3.
Basavareddy leads 5 games to 3.
They've been pretty quiet, the Basavareddy camp. Neither of these two with their coaches with them. Martin Redlicki has been keeping an eye on them as head of the USTA's college team. Already wearing the Pepperdine colors today. Sitting with Ozan Barris, who is Nishesh's doubles partner this week. Caught the line. And here comes Nishesh once again, 2 points away from snagging the set. That thought process, though, going after it very aggressively inside the baseline. Just got a little bit tight in the pocket. 2 missed second serve returns.
40-30.
Exactly what you want to see in a love 30 deficit, and was not able to convert on either one, so Tien grabs the game point as a result. Three missed returns, and Tien survives. We'll see if Basavareddy can close it down in a moment. You're watching live streaming on the USTA Pro Circuit.
4.
Alright, who's enjoying set number 1? If you're having fun here on Championship Sunday, make some noise!
Time.
Trying to shut down set number 1. Nishesh Basavareddy serving 72%, serving for it 5-4.
Yep.
Second
15
of the day.
all. $30-15.
Finally, a little frustration there from Learner Tien, who's
40-15.
been very close at multiple times here in this set, but just has not been able to get over that hurdle. And a couple of set points for Basavareddy.
Yep.
Indeed, it
Game
is
and
just wide. And
Basavareddy.
Basavareddy with that early break holds from there. So one set away from his first Challenger title, 6-4. You're watching live streaming on the USTA Pro Circuit.
Hi, Brian. How are you?
How are you?
Good, thank you.
You all set up?
Oh, thanks. Thank you, Ken. Score update, Brad, 6-4. Basavareddy. First set, Stadium.
Thank you. Oh, yeah, Stadium. Walk out of here with some CTC merch as well. The club is at the Open Hockey Ticket Office again. We got fantastic amenities here at the Grand North Tennis Classic. Make sure you enjoy the most of them, as all of us enjoy Championship Sunday.
Time.
I'm going to say it one more time, but this has just been very impressive. How in year 2 this event has kind of been a standard bearer at this stage for the challengers. It's really impressive. The crowd interaction throughout this week has been phenomenal. And yeah, they have shown up for the finals here today in Bloomfield Hills. Extra second or two here for Nishesh Basavareddy as he's getting a new shirt on. Neither player going with a wardrobe change. It is 81 degrees. There is definitely some humidity.
Second set.
Not nearly as bad as we saw middle of the week. And most importantly, no rain to worry about here today. It's going to be Learner Tien serving to start the set as it was in the first. We're ready for play here. It is quite notable that that was break in the opener was the only break chance created through the first set. So not only just the one break, but only the one break opportunity coming in game number 1.
Yep, love 30.
All right, it's a second straight game where Basavareddy was able to generate love 30. Didn't create a chance in the last. Let's see what he does here. I can remember that he missed this love 30 second serve return. Missed 3 returns in the next 4 points. Yeah, no mistakes there. It's going to be 3 chances for Basavareddy.
Love 40. $15.40.
Got a little tight on the body, huh? Yeah, maybe just that half a shade over eager on that forehand, looking to come in behind it. Got away from Learner Tien, and this match might have just gotten away from him as well. For the second straight set, Basavareddy grabs a break to start, and it's a set and a break lead for the 19-year-old. Just the 3rd time that 2 American teenagers have played in the final of a challenger. The other 2 both occurred in 2015 with that big group of Americans. That being, let's see, it was Noah Rubin over Tommy Paul. That was in Charlottesville that year, and earlier in the fall. Taylor Fritz beat Jared Donaldson in Sacramento. Fascinating to think about the fact that 9 years later, 2 of those players are now retired. 2 of those players are top 20. Such is life in the sport, right? Donaldson, obviously injuries. Noah certainly suffered some injuries along the way as well, but Tommy and Taylor still looking very, very strong. Nishesh Basavareddy now certainly has the finish line in sight. Going to be crucial for him to stay focused on the task at hand from point to point here, serving at 1-love.
Oh, 15 love.
First 7 points going the way of Basavareddy here in this second set. And again, he's the one who's stepping forward into the court more and more.
Forty love. Yep. One more.
That's phenomenally good. Got it right in the wheelhouse.
40-50.
That pattern.
Okay.
Expecting that backhand across and just sat on it, an absolute ripper. Great injection of pace there from Learner Tien.
Game.
Tien again not thrilled with the call, but it is an ace for Basavareddy, his 4th of the day. And he does consolidate.
Basavareddy leads 2 games
8
to
of 10
love.
points going the way of
job, Ken.
Basavareddy here. It's 3 games to 15 for Basavareddy, so that makes it, what, 12 out of 15 points. Dating back to set number 1. So desperate times now for Learner Tien at love 2.
$15 love. $30 love.
Beautiful. Great taking away that angle, stepping into that backhand, so comfortable on that side, and it's such a potent weapon, isn't it? Yeah, just such great balance on that stroke. It looks so clean.
40-15.
So once again, Tien gets on the scoreboard, but you could see by that toss of the ball a little bit of frustration mixed in there as well, as Basavareddy has that early break lead. It is 2-1 in the second at the Cranbrook Tennis Classic.
Turn your attention to the fan cam. I want to see that boogie. If you having fun out there, let's show us. Let's enjoy these fan cam opportunities. Who's enjoyed Championship Sunday here at Bloomfield Hills?
Time.
Well, with the finish line in sight, right? So this is where you might have a little bit of a blip here or there. And also, let's be very frank. Nishesh hasn't had to finish a match in a couple of days. 2 retirement wins over Tomic and Kozlov, Friday and Saturday. Further, playing against a guy who's won 19 matches in a row, feeling extraordinarily confident in the biggest moments.
Love 30.
Learner Tien has not garnered a break chance as of yet. Looking for his first here. He's had a couple of love 15s. I believe this is the first love 30, maybe the second.
Volker, can you get that ball, please? Over there. Thank you very much.
Kept it pretty simple in some of the big spots, right? Trying to stretch and extend Tien into the corners to find a finish at the net.
Yep.
Oh, it's so smart. And it's good, too. So here we go. first break chances of the day for Learner Tien. We'll have 2 looks at 1540.
1540. No. On serve? Yes. Shut out.
That definitely was out.
Game. Tien.
Double fault again for Basavareddy, and we finally have a match here
2 games all.
at 2-all.
Ball girl, all the balls on the other side. Thank you.
Yeah, so again, I go back to it. I think, you know, sometimes when you don't face a lot of adversity for a couple of days, and, you know, Bernie didn't give a ton in that matchup. He was hitting some big forehands. Kaz couldn't stay in some of those points long enough. He had an arm issue. And yeah, the repetitions in some of the clutch moments, they do matter.
30 love.
Further, Learner Tien, as I mentioned, 19 match winning streak. During this stretch, he's had 4 come from behind victories, 3 of them this week. For the first time on the day, Learner Tien has a lead. It is a 3-2 on serve. We are midway through the second here at the Cranbrook Tennis Classic.
Tennis fans, I know some of you are wondering, how can I continue to help support the Cranbrook Tennis Classic moving forward? Well, of course, year 2 has been a rousing success, and we appreciate all of you who took the time to show up, to come support this tennis. What you can also do is make sure you walk out here with some merch in hand, whether it's the Grayson 10, the Cranbrook Tennis Classic merch. We got plenty of things you can take home with you. Of course, you can also head on over and chat with our tournament director, David DeMuth, who of course is responsible for bringing pro tennis back to Southeast Michigan, something I know all of us here today enjoy. In fact, if we can, let's give a rousing round of applause for the DeMuth family and all of our sponsors here this week.
Time. Thank you, Ken. 1 game.
We are 1 game away from a ball change. Basavareddy, that was a little bit of a giveaway game. And that last, you could see, obviously, on that 40 love point, he did have a swing on the forehand, but wanted to get to the chair and kind of reset the body, reset the mind, and he will serve here at 2-3. Another beautiful lob, timed perfectly by Learner Tien, and here he comes. Really
Now
making
50.
a big push right now, the 18-year-old. Bit of a question whether he plays Kalamazoo this year. I don't know that I would have said that a couple months ago, but now that you're in a Challenger final, you know, there's obviously that U.S. Open wild card that's involved in Kalamazoo, but There's also that thought process of, you know, now that you're in Challenger finals, you've got
Love 30.
19, maybe 20 wins in a row. Do you maybe focus more on just getting that ranking up so that by the end of the year, seeded in Challengers and maybe move on? That will be an interesting thought process for him over the next couple of weeks. Big spot here, Love 30. And this has just disappeared for Nishesh Basavareddy as 10 more break chances. That's not in the court either. This is stunning.
Ball change,
how
new ball,
quickly
please.
this has happened.
Tien leads 4 games to 2.
Absolutely stunning here. Yeah, so with the ball change, Nishesh also going to go over and have a look and at potentially grabbing a new racket out of the bag. Indeed, he will.
Right side, kid.
8 straight points, making 9 straight points, actually 10 straight points for Learner Tien, dating back
Good job,
to
ball
the
boys. Thank you,
2-1
Ken.
game. 10 straight points.
$50 love. $30 love.
Rest of the day for him.
$40 love.
That's 13 straight points.
Bravo, Ken.
Ends that streak.
40.
But again,
50.
this is just a completely different beast at this stage.
Game.
And the ace to boot.
Tien.
5 straight games. Learner Tien.
5-2.
Tien leads 5 games to 2. Time.
Well, as we were talking about 15, 20 minutes ago, right? That finish line, once you grab that break lead, that can often prove a little bit deadly. I don't know if that's what's going on inside the brain of Nishesh Basavareddy, but has to turn it around quickly. Serves at 2-5. That's a great ball, considering the moment. My word.
15 love. $30 love.
Second of the set for him.
$30-15. Yep. Yep.
It's a pretty aggressive second
40-15. Bravo, Ken.
from Basavareddy. Game points for him.
Game.
Couple of aces. 5-3 to right the ship and just get his feet underneath him, but
Tien leads 5 games.
it's on Tien's
2-3.
racket. The 18-year-old looking to force the decider. Serving for it at 5-3. Oh, he didn't hit the flop very well at all. Definitely the right area over the back shoulder, but not nearly good enough. Tight moment from Tien on that high backhand overhead. I now have this thought process of just thinking about the fact that he played until, what, 7:30, 8 o'clock last night. Is there a little bit of weariness mixed in, having gone through the doubles draw the last couple of days? In theory, there shouldn't be. 2 retirements on the single side. Also got a walkover on the doubles side on Friday. But again, just that later night yesterday, probably didn't get to bed till, conservative estimate, 11:30 or 12.
30-15.
Second straight game with an ace for Tien. This has been truly remarkable how quick this has turned around. It is a pair of set points for Learner Tien. Learner Tien down a set and a break, rattles off 6 of the next 7 games to force a third
The scores going on at Wimbledon right now, advancing to the quarterfinals on the men's side. Your top three seeds, Yannick Sinner, Carlos Alcaraz, each advancing to the quarterfinal. On the women's side today, advancing to the quarter so far, Donna Vekic and 7th-seeded Jasmine Paolini. A lot of good tennis happening around the globe. We appreciate you, tennis fans, choosing to spend your Sundays with us. And with that said, I got to hear Bloomfield Hills. Who is excited?
Update for toilet break.
Stadium.
Mr. Basavareddy.
Make some noise.
3 minutes for Mr. Basavareddy.
Toilet break for stadium update. Basavareddy, still 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes.
Basavareddy, 2 minutes remaining.
Toilet break for stadium update. Mr. Basavareddy has still 1 minute remaining. Communicate to the player, please. 1 minute remaining.
Basavareddy has left the facility to go where set.
Thank you, Joe. Good job. Thank you very much.
All right, backstage, one more time. These two players are young enough to still be students here at Cranbrook. Instead, today they're competing in a pro tennis final. That's pretty cool. Let's make some noise. Let's get ready for set number 3 to get underway.
Ready, Nish? Time.
Well, that bathroom break for Basavareddy was certainly quite necessary. Full wardrobe change mixed in there. Going with the white and blue combination as Tien is comfortably waiting here. This is the 5th 3-setter. A little bit locked into Wimbledon.
Final set.
But 5th 3-setter for
Basavareddy.
Learner Tien on the week.
Serve.
That is pretty remarkable because I think you would say, one of the biggest concerns for both of these guys at this stage of their careers, obviously just the physicality, handling the ability to play deep into the week as they increase in level. And so that task is certainly accomplished from Learner Tien, regardless of outcome here in this 3rd set. Basavareddy serves to start it. Backhand is the side that definitely you saw some of those errors from Nishesh, so to have one of those lasers mixed in there, that is certainly a very positive thing for him, the 19-year-old out of Indiana.
30 love.
And ultimately, that's kind of the trick, right? Is he has to get back to that stage of attacking, getting Tien stretched early in the point.
Play let.
Yeah, so that will be essentially a warning for Basavareddy,
Play
right?
the point. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Basavareddy lost the ball from the pocket. Due to this, we need to replay the point the first time. Second time, he will lose the point. Thank you very much. 30 love. Let. First service. Love. Ball coming, Julian. Thank you. $40-50.
We got a couple of them in the second set. Great angle cut off there by Learner Tien. Saw that ball floating just a little bit, and yeah, there's
40-30.
Yeah, it feels like the MPH, the ability to kind of flatten out through the court from Basavareddy kind of disappeared from him. Some of those balls started sailing, and as a result, maybe just a little bit tentative with what he wants to do off the ground. So Tien has been so steady for the last month and a half, really. But yeah, just comfortably taking the mistakes that are given to him and punishing them. That's disappointing for Tien, right? And that's all that work. Gets back to essentially a neutral ball, middle of the court, and a little bit of a decel on that forehand. So Basavareddy, that was a pretty important hold for him to just kind of stay out in front early in this third set. He leads 1-love. Mike Cation with you, Mike C Tennis, on your various forms of social media. We will be back in USTA Pro Circuit territory in a couple weeks from now as we head to the XS Tennis Center. XS Tennis Village on the south side of Chicago. It's interesting, our new production team, Alessandro and crew and the rest of the team, you know, listen, you guys are all from Italy and you're going to be trying Chicago deep dish pizza. It's going to be a real experience for you, so hopefully it lives up to that high standard. It'll be a fun week for us in Chicago. Learner Tien, love one. Still hasn't hit that high backhand volley. Missed two of them here.
Love 15. Nope. 15 all. 30-50.
That's absolutely picture perfect. And that point
40-15.
should be played thousands of times over the next 15 years for Learner Tien. Absolutely, well done. What a stretch, what a reach by Nishesh.
40-30. Game Tien.
Yeah, it's been so interesting to see Nishesh just get a little bit tentative here. And again, it could be a lot of different things we won't know until, you know, the post-match analysis
1 game all.
conversation with him. But just that tentative nature, so different than where he was through, you know, the early stages of the first, early stages of the second, taking things early and pushing Tien around, and Lerner's just not let that happen. Better, right?
15 love. Yep.
Started with the return
15 all.
with great depth from Learner Tien.
Yep.
Ooh.
30-50.
Just caught the back of the line, right in front of Ozan Barris. Nishesh's doubles partner, the rising junior at Michigan State University in East Lansing, a couple hours away. Well, he finally hit one. Tien with a smile on his face, actually. Now 1 of 3 on this particular shot, but certainly knew exactly where it was going to go, and Basavareddy coming up with the goods up the line for game points. Just wide. Oh my goodness.
Game Basavareddy.
Seeing the craft and creativity from both of these guys right now. It's 2-1. It is early in the third.
Basavareddy leads 2-1. Was out.
Oh, Tien didn't even know.
Little bit, but it was out.
Tien didn't know. He thought he hit it. Yeah, 2-1. We are on serve early in the third.
Time!
Definitely saw from Nishesh as he hit the chair there, trying to bounce around and kind of give off that energy, that fake it till you make it type of a moment. As Tien definitely looks to be the fresher of the two players, which is again relatively unsurprising considering.
Pick it up, Julie, please. Thank you very much.
That little manufactured
Love
two-shot
15.
pass off of a serve. Does just enough. They're anticipating that one towards that backhand, and understandably so, considering some of the struggles he's had on that wing. Biggest opening that Nishesh has had in a while. It's love 30.
$15.30.
Outside of the line, just very comfortable and again controlled.
30
Listen, we know his level is very high, but on top of it, just doesn't seem to get flustered, Learner Tien. I mean, this, you put together this type of a win streak, you just breathe that confidence in the big spots. That doesn't guarantee a win by any means, but you just feel like it's not going to be because of mistakes from him.
Yep.
I feel like you're going to have to
40-30.
pry it out of his hands. Game point here for Tien.
Let. For service.
Kind of a deficit situation. Tien
2 games all.
Stays level 2-0. First of what will be likely many battles between these two. Just a third All-American. A teenage final at the Challenger level, joining Ruben Paul in 2015 in Charlottesville, Fritz and Donaldson 2015 in Sacramento.
Love.
One of these two will also, of course, join a long list of
Can't overrule it. I'm not sure.
American teenagers who have won Challenger titles over the last several years. Mickelson, Tiafoe, Mo, Kozlov, along with Fritz. Yeah.
15 all.
And Noah Rubin. I have to unfortunately include him in there as well. Love to see the unforced error count from Tien since I was down at a break 2 love. It has to be less than 5, right? Unforced errors. Definitely some forced errors, but less than a handful. Whereas on the other side, Basavareddy really struggling with it, right?
15-30.
Specifically off that backhand wing. First break chances of this third set go to Learner Tien after another error off of that backhand wing. And that's pushed wide as well. Learner Tien in control of his own destiny. Break lead, 3-2 in the third at the Cranbrook Tennis Classic.
Tien leads 3 games to 2. Good job. Time.
I'm Mike Cation joining courtside. Got a bunch of people up in the broadcast booth. You might hear some extra noise from time to time. Folks keeping me company here. But yeah, no seats to be found in the stands, so understandably, a little shade. Broadcast booth is now full as well. Well, Learner Tien, on top of the fact that he has found a way to be pretty dominant here over the last set and a half, has not faced a break chance since going down a break 1 love in the second. He serves here 3-2. Haven't seen too many net appearances from
Love
Basavareddy
15.
during this stretch, and again, that partially due to the quality from his opponent here. Tien not giving away too many short balls right now, just so locked in on finding that consistent depth, keeping Basavareddy back there, and also...
What's the problem?
Okay, so we've got a physio visit here for Nishesh Basavareddy coming. So that is interesting to see.
all.
Yeah, that's a
Brandon,
ball, and he
the
says
trainer,
it
for next changeover.
to his team,
for
but that
Mr. Basavareddy.
has to be made at love
Problem on
15,
the
second
left
serve.
knee or quadricipit of the lefty. I didn't pick it up that quick. He's a
Yeah,
little
he
bit
said
speedy
quad,
in
left
getting-
quad.
I'm not overruling it. Could be out, but I'm not overruling. Too close.
Too close, says our
30,
chair on this
50.
particular call up here.
I have the mark. Okay, I agree, but I'm not sure that there's space.
Yeah, you hear it from our chair umpire saying not sure that there's space, but yeah, so we've got a quad issue. That is the problem for Basavareddy physically here. And again, he's gotten 2 retirement victories the last couple days.
$40-50.
And the ace to shut that down, stretch the lead
Tien,
4-2
new balls,
here.
please.
All change as well.
Tien leads 4 games to 2.
Yeah, I mean, this is
All the
kind of
balls
one of
here,
those
ball boy,
matches
please.
that
Thank you very much.
you want to take a second look at the second set in particular, just that stretch from 2 love to 5-2 in approximately 15, 20
job.
minutes.
Thank you, Alan.
That's what I'm sure Nishesh is going to have some mental hurdles to jump over to think about that particular stretch, what happened and how fast it happened. Still plenty of time here. Yeah, now that back against the wall, new ball's 2-4.
$50 love. $30 love. $40 love.
Back-to-back aces, first aces of the set. Oh, that is certainly what the doctor ordered. And speaking of doctors, the physio is on the way as Tien has the 4-3 edge deep in the third here at the Cranbrook Tennis Classic.
For him. So when you start, you tell me, and I start with the 3 minutes. Okay, 3 minutes from now. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Basavareddy is now receiving a medical timeout.
All right, tennis fans, if you turn your attention to the monitors, you may just see yourself. Fans, who's having fun out there? I want to see some dancing. Who's enjoying themselves?
Treatment complete. Thank you. Nisha, you ready?
So,
Ready?
well, let's talk
Time.
big picture for a second before we get back to the tennis. That the physicality component has been the question for Nishesh Basavareddy over the last couple of years. That is literally the only thing that gives people pause. I was talking to someone yesterday, and I said, listen, he's playing at top 100 level right now, and the response from someone who is actually over at Wimbledon, can he sustain it for several months in a row? And it's a fair point, and I think it's going to be the question for him. And listen, you know, when Nishesh, whenever it is that he does make this big picture decision to say, I'm leaving Stanford, you know, and potentially a U.S. Open paycheck mixed in there, I don't know that there's going to be anything more important for him than getting that full-time physio to travel with him in the first couple of years. Because I think we know the tennis is up to snuff. And if he gets and keeps that body where it needs to be, then we have that discussion. But right now, Tien, this is pretty remarkable. Again, speaking of injuries, having missed a couple of months right before this incredible winning streak.
40 love.
Learner Tien's one game away from his first Challenger title and a remarkable 20th win in a row, 5-3. And a last gasp here for Nishesh Basavareddy about an hour ago was a set and a break to the good.
Let first service.
points does Nishesh have that
15 love.
being him repeatedly for another half an hour?
I can't see it. $15 all.
That might be, and again, there's not a lot of time to make a ton of adjustments, right? But that might be the adjustment he has to make, is just go a little bit bigger earlier in the points. Has the capability, and the leg might not allow for much longer.
Basavareddy. Ball's on the right. 40-15.
Oof.
40-30.
Second of the set for him. Nishesh has forced the issue. Has gotten it to 5-4. We'll see if Learner Tien
5 games to 4.
can serve his way to his first challenger title in a moment.
Time.
Learner Tien has served 62% and remarkably has won 82% of those first serve points. It has been incredibly impressive, and I think what's been most impressive is Nishesh goes back and tries to summon some energy, just the composure for this 18-year-old who serves for a title at 5-4. That's really good depth. Challenging Tien there, right into the body too from Basavareddy. And again, it's off that forehand right with a little bit more injection of pace there. Above all else, has to make sure he asks a question each point. play,
15
just
all.
off on the execution, and that backhand has definitely let him down on the day.
Let first service.
Those weren't missing early in the day.
40-50.
Learner Tien, remarkable consistency, remarkable mental fortitude, 2 championship points. Well, Learner Tien's rows continue to bloom in Bloomfield Hills. His 20th straight victory and his first career Challenger Championship. A come-from-behind variety for the 4th time this week in 3 sets. 4, 6, 6, 3, 6, 4. It's Learner Tien in Bloomfield Hills.
The next 5 minutes, what a fantastic way to wrap up our countdown here this week.
Absolutely phenomenal stuff in just the level of composure that he showed down the stretch. Showed the composure middle of the second, making that big push to take that second set away from his friend, the 19-year-old Nishesh Basavareddy. But just absolutely phenomenal stuff from Learner Tien all week long to have 5, the 3 setters, 4 come-from-behind victories is just absolutely remarkable stuff in terms of just that level of consistency and how good he was from the baseline. Obviously, trophy presentation is upcoming, with that reminder, of course, that we will be in Chicago in just a couple of weeks at the Access Tennis Village on the south side of Chicago. Learner Tien actually left the court here before our trophy presentation. Yeah, what an incredible week. And think about the doubles team that won, Commentator, what they've been able to do over the last couple of years, push themselves into the top 100. Now you've got a couple of American teenagers, an 18-year-old Learner Tien and a 19-year-old Nishesh Basavareddy, who have made these big pushes themselves. Now Learner Tien has moved into the top 300 in the world. 267 is where he will be at the live rankings. Let's think just for a second here about Nishesh Basavareddy. Can the body let him down here, as it did in the final? You know, it just kind of ran out of steam in Fairfield last year. Sky's the limit for him, really. Just an incredible player, and his consistency at this challenger level. I can't fathom him playing at the college level for one more year. But the body will be, I think, the question that we will continue to ask about here until it shows that it is there and ready. Want to make sure we thank as well the DeMuth family for their incredible hospitality here. This is just a second-year event. It has already been one of the most popular ones in the States over the last couple of years. And you can see why. Just an incredible turnout here today for our final. Incredible turnout all week long. Alex Bruston, my friend, is going to be handling the trophy presentation in just a couple of minutes out on court as Dua Lipa brings us home. Alex from this area, Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, just up the road, met his dad. He's got the microphone in his hand, and I think we're just waiting. Learner Tien is back out on court. Just signing some autographs here as well, so I think we are theoretically ready, just waiting for Alex to kick off his trophy ceremony. And here we go.